Today, I'm going to give you a little information on how to study for the exam. First of all, read the fucking book. You got to read the book, okay? If you try to just do questions, you're going to end up coming to me or another tutor and spending a lot of money. Read the damn book. Can't say that enough. Get through it one time. Don't take a lot of notes unless you're a really good note taker. But if you take a lot of notes, what's going to happen is you're going to sit there and take forever to finish it. Get through the book one time at least. Try to get the big picture. Options, maybe you got to do a couple times through practice exams. But then just start taking quizzes on each chapter. Each chapter, take 10 to 15 questions on each chapter. Anything you get less than a 75 on, reread the chapter or that section, whatever it is. It's time consuming, but you got to do it. Then once you're passing all them, then start finals. Doing finals is not studying. Doing finals is to find out where you're weak. That's not a form of studying. Yes, you're going to get advice from people to say, just take a lot of tests. You know what? You don't meet the 50% of people who fail doing that because you're now doing something else. This job takes that kind of dedication. You need to read, quiz, and then study. If you need help with options, go. Either hire me, hire someone else, talk to people, or I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that will help you, okay? Now, if you've done all the quizzes and the finals, every time you do a quiz, reread the chapter. Once you get to the finals, take a final. Then the lowest two sections, reread those chapters. It's testing and reading, both of them together. I'm going to repeat that. That's my fucking mantra. You got to read the book. If you don't, you're going to have a problem. Also, don't look for which vendor mimics the exam. None of them do. Very few. You're gonna hear from people, oh, Kaplan does, STC does, Achievable does. None of them do. You may get lucky on a few, but that's not what it's about. You're not trying to mimic the test. Yes, that'd be great. If I could write a bunch of questions that looked like the exam, I'd be a millionaire, okay? Instead of just 100 there, okay? So no one does it. There's not one vendor. And FINRA is super aggressive about not letting people mimic the exams. They sued training consultants like 10 years ago because your questions are so damn close. Nobody wants to do that. And the Roman numeral stuff, yeah, people do Roman numerals because it's easy to write questions that way. If somebody asks me to write questions, if I have to do the ABCD ones, I could probably do like 10 questions an hour. You give me Roman numerals, I can probably bang out 30 questions an hour. Maybe less, but a lot more because Roman numerals are easier to write, and that's why they have a lot of them. I want you to treat the tests as a way to test your knowledge, not to mimic the exam. The more you know, the easier it is. Follow me on YouTube. I got a bunch of stuff, live Q&A every Tuesday and Thursday nights. Let's pass this fucker.
I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
Let's go, baby. Boom! I swear to God, that thing hypes me up every fucking time. I get so hyped up on that, and when the Yankees take the lead, that hypes me up too. So that is awesome. We're here on a Thursday night. Couple things real quick. Wendy, look, everyone for joining the membership. Wendy, Cullen, Christina, Thomas, Susan, Ashley, Thomas, Brady, Riss, mine. Thomas Brady again, he upgraded Eric Burns and Michelle Zyman. That is awesome. Now, boom, Joe Mary, we're going to get there. Joe Mary, Joe Mama, whatever it is, right? We're going to get there. Now, Cody Girl, you're taking the 63 tomorrow. We're going to get this. You're going to come back on Tuesday and tell us you fucking nailed it, right? Because you're going to be confident in this. Because if your test is tomorrow, this is the way you got to think. This is it. Today's the day. You've been studying your ass off. You got good night's sleep. You've been reading. You have your dump sheet done. You're going to walk in there like a fucking badass. You're going to get this, okay? This is the day. You've been working. This is what it all leads to. Today. This is it. You're going to go in there. You're going to get every fucking word. You're going to come out there like a champ. I know you're going to feel like you're failing the whole time, but you're not, because you're going to do this. You're going to nail this thing. And we're back. Okay, good. Jody, we're going to nail this together. Let's get on this. Okay. Somebody. Lindsay, baby. Boom. another pass. That's just everyone's passing. We're losing everyone just because in a good way, we're just losing everyone. So we got to go this way.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas.
There we go. There we go. Back to this. Sorry about that. Lindsay, I am so happy for you. It's a big goddamn deal. Okay. Okay. Daniel, I'm sorry. I got to get to everyone. Then I get to the questions. Boom. What can we do for you here? How about this one? Boom, baby, Daniel. I love it. That's awesome. I'm trying to bring in new songs a little bit at a time. Okay. 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 William Collins. Tom Collins, the drink. Okay. Now, I got the 66 in a couple of weeks. What's the number one thing to know going to this exam? That you need to read the fucking book. That's the big one. But make sure the regs are down. And here's where people get hurt. Investment vehicle characteristics. Everyone thinks they got it. Investment vehicle characteristics, boom, are massive, okay? That's good. That's where people get hurt because they think, oh, I got the 7, I got it. You don't got it. Focus on it. I have a video on it. Make sure you go over that. That's 20, 25% of the test. On top of the regs, those two things, and boom, we're going to get it. Nicole Verde. Yeah, Michael, next week, in 2 weeks, we're going to get Cult of Personality. It's teed up, baby. Warren, there we go. Hold on. You got a podcast. That's good stuff. Okay. Okay. Now, so, okay, Nicole, I'm going to do it a little quick. Sit down. Hold on. I don't want to get distracted, so I got to hit Warren a little bit. Again, Warren, you're a rock star. Absolutely. So, what's your podcast? I'll fucking promote it on here if you're doing anything with it. But how happy?
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Boom. There we go. Oh, that's funny. It looks like you. Okay, we're going to get to everyone here now. There's a first night that I'm not teaching after this, but you see I started earlier because I realized to keep going. If I go over an hour, then I'm sitting there at 10 o'clock at night, which is just fucking late. Okay, now. Now. Okay. Don't sweat the slobs over bliss. Right now, I mean, I'll explain it. Understand something. Here's what we're going to talk about real quick. I have a video on it, which will help. Now. Okay. Don't cram the tonight, but you get some sleep. That's more important. And read customer accounts in the morning. It's always big. Now, understand, don't worry about this too much. If I'm long stock, I would do a sell stop to protect. That's what you need to know. That's below. If I'm short stock, I do a buy stop to protect, and that's above. If you see protection, it's a stop. Stops, protect, limits, note. Right now is not the time to go crazy on it, but don't worry about it. If I want to buy stock, okay, I'm going to place a buy limit below the stock. That's the BL. If I'm going to protect a long position, I'm going to do a sell stop. Buy limits and sell stops are below. If I'm going to 4-3, baby, they hit a home run, they knock a 2-run homer. Now, if I am long stock, I'll put a sell limit above to take a profit. If I'm short stock, I may do a buy stop above. That's a slobs over bliss. So remember, if you're long stock and they say protect, you're doing a sell stop. If they say short stock and they say protect, it's a buy stop. If they just say you want to buy it below, you do a buy limit. If they say you want to sell it above, you do a sell limit. I have a video on it. I can't spend too much time on it. And I don't want you to focus on it too much because it's not big on the test. I mean, it's a question or two, but get the customer accounts, get the risks down. That's much more important. Okay. 57 question. Let's see. The firm receives a customer limit order. Okay. This is all 57. So anyone not taking the 57, go get a cup of coffee or something. Okay. A market maker is quoting ABCD stock at 2025, 10 by 10. Okay. Okay, that's fair. As principal market maker buys 100 shares at 20, satisfy the market order. Okay. Hold on. So a customer limit order by 200 shares. So they bought 100 shares on their own. So they have to give that to the customer, and then anything. So yes. So understand. So if I get a customer order to buy stock at 20, and then I buy stock at 20, I have to give it to the customer, right? We good with that? Now, anything I buy at the price that a customer would buy it at, I have to give that to the customer immediately, right? And then anything left over, I have to protect them. What does that mean? That means if the stock trades, I literally just protected them. If it trades at 20 again, they have to get it. Or if I buy it at 20 again, I have to give it to them. Not 2001, not 2002, 20, okay? If you buy stock at a price that your customer is willing to buy it at, you must give it to them. So protect means that if it trades there, you better make sure you give it to them. So first you're going to display it, then you're going to protect it. Protect means that if you buy stock at a price that they would buy it at, you have to give it to them. Hope that helps a little bit. It is the answer. So because remember, I guess they're saying that the 1,000 is your market maker. That 1,000 is your shares. The customer comes in, they're ahead of you. You can never buy in front of your customer unless it's an institution and you get permission, right? In writing, right? So, but if it's a retail, you can never buy ahead of them. So their 200 shares has to trade before you can buy and keep anything. If you buy at their price, you have to give it to them. Hope that helps. If you have any more questions, okay. Christian J, don't worry about it. Just know the 3 things. The vendors love to talk about it. I always say filing by notification is for big fucking companies, okay? But find my Can I Sell a Security video. Okay, now, qualification, 1 state only. Coordination is multiple states with the SEC, and the SEC decides. Notice filing is for federal coverage securities, not all of them, pretty much mutual funds and Reg D. Filing by notification, there's a whole bunch of parameters. I haven't seen a question on that in forever. I hope that helps. I know that's not what you want to hear, but the vendors love to do it, and I think even Achievable does it. If you like their stuff, Achievable, I have a link here. Achievable is really good. They teach the material probably better than any other vendor. So I always say, everyone, buy the Achievable and buy the Cap and QBank. If I could get STC to sell out their QBank, I'd be saying buy the STC QBank because I think they're closer to the exam. But whatever. It is what it is. Que sera, sera. Oh, hold on. Joe Maddy. Okay. Don't worry about this. It's a 30-day problem in a 20-year career, right? It's a very short term, okay? Cameron. Okay, now. Don't worry about it. A lot of people fail the 63. It's all good. We're going to get through it, right? We're going to be fine, okay? We're just going to relax, take a couple of days off. I don't know when you failed it. Boom, boom, you're here. And again, here's a big thing. As I said on TikTok, I read it, which anyone who's taking the test within a week, don't go on there. Now, it's just because here's what's going to happen. You go on Reddit either the night before the test, either somebody's going to come on and say, I passed it without reading, or I just failed it and it's so fucking hard, and get in your head. There's no reason to do that. So going into this, I said a thing. Somebody failed and I pushed a video out to them, my TikTok video. I said, nobody gives a shit. Nobody does. Once you pass, nobody gives a shit that you failed. Literally, it is like it never fucking happened. It's a gateway to get into the company. If you pass, you're good. If you fail, you get fired at some point. But once you pass, they don't care if it took you 3 times or not. They don't. They really don't give a shit. Okay. Daniel, I know we try to get you pumped up, baby. My job is to drag you across the fucking finish line. And by the way, remember, this live is for the SIE exam, the 6, the 7, the 9, the 10, the 24, the 57, obviously, the 79. I don't love that test. I'm working on it though I'm working on it with Notman. I have a collaboration going. Then we're going to try to get that. We're going to try to get a whole playlist, a solid playlist for the 79ers. And then I'm going to make a fool of myself and try to take a test at the end. And if you need free resources, right, go check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. Brian Lee has some Test Geek stuff on YouTube. He also has a paid supplement. And the best one is this fucking massive group, right? FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. We have like 4 or 5 tutors in there answering questions, not just one. We have it's private, so no one can see what you write for the most part. We have chats for every room. They have study groups going on every time. Literally 5. I would try to post them on Reddit how many people pass, but I'm not doing that. I'm not using their passing to promote my shit, right? And they want to be private. They're in a private group. If they want to make it public, they can make it public. We have a lot of fun. Okay. And feel free to join if you want. It's FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. Okay, now. Okay, okay, the green light's fucking hard, okay? Now, you take in your next test, okay? I would go back and try to figure out where you're weak. That's the only thing you can do. Remember something. If you fail a test, don't be like, fail a practice exam, don't be like, oh my God, I suck. No, it exposed weaknesses for you, right? It exposed your weaknesses. So you can find where you're weak, okay? That's the goal, is you're trying to find out where you're weak. I think that works. Now, I would watch some videos, read some chapters, then take another one. Remember something. The green light is hard. I have a lot of people that I tell people, they want to say, I'm going to take the green light the day before. I think that's a mistake, right? I think you got a problem with that, because then if you don't do well, it is in your head. I'm not a fan of taking tests the day before anyway. And some bosses go, well, you got to take the green light. I'm like, yeah, a few days before, so you can recover and go over stuff. The day before doesn't do anything. Okay. That's funny, Daniel. Okay. Okay, here we go. NGB, I'll get to you. Okay. I guess lightly, Raphael, not heavy. On the Series 6, they're not going to be heavy. More like, where are they? Like, assets are on the balance sheet, liabilities on the balance sheet. If you want to figure out like total net worth or working capital, it's on the balance sheet. Income is all about profit margin, and tax flow. Lilo! What question are you going to... I don't know, is it? No, it's not live. This is not live, Lilo. This is actually recorded back about 3 weeks ago. Okay, NGB, baby. NPB. No fucking problem. Okay, now. Okay, I want you to pass 2. My job is to pull your ass across that finish line, right? That's what I want to do. Okay, now. Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm definitely afraid of the 79, but that's okay. Okay. Now, the 86, 87, I don't teach them. I guess I could at some point, but whatever. Now, the best advice. So what you're going to do, okay. It's not the Joshua's not part of the $5 membership. It's the 25 or the 50. Okay, NPB, back to you. Remember, it's ADD. You got to deal with this shit. Okay. No, I know, Lilo. I've switched everything to 8 because I want to go to bed earlier. Because I usually have students at 9:30, and I want to start them at 9. Now, because they end up staying up to like 12:30 teaching, and it's just brutal. Back to this. First of all, if you fail, that's fine. Nobody gives a shit. Go back and just read the book. The best thing you do is go back and read the book. Act like you haven't tested before. Act like you haven't done any of it before. And totally act like brand new. Act like you're totally brand new, okay? And just read, okay? Just read the book. Don't worry about anything else. Just read. When you're done, start doing chapter quizzes. And once you're done with those, start doing finals. That's the way you do it. And listen, keep us updated, and I'll give you new advice as we go along. But your job right now is just reread the book. But I'm going to tell you, don't reread options, just 2 problems. Don't reread balance sheet. Don't reread margin. And don't reread the fundamental and technical analysis. And especially don't read DPPs, because nobody gives a shit about that crap. Okay. Warren, I love it. Okay. There you go. I like that. And Tom, I want you to picture drinking a William Collins. William, I want you to take a picture and put in the Facebook group of you down in that Tom Collins after you pass this damn thing. Okay. How much math should I expect on Rule 66? Hardly any at all. Anyone taking it recently? Hardly any at all. Most of this shit, you might have to do Rule of 72. You might have to do total return. You might have to do a tips question. I have a video on formulas you need to recognize versus do. You can, on the 65, 66, if I have people who got 0, the NPV, present value, future value, it's much more about recognition versus doing the math. Really isn't. Okay. You're looking good. Okay. So you're taking a test tomorrow? Alan, you're looking great. Get some sleep. Don't cram. Yeah. I would just make sure you're good on the investment vehicle characteristics. If you're good on everything, if it's a math that's slowing you down, you're fucking rock solid. Go in there confident, be a badass, and take this like a bad bitch. Okay. 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 Oh, you're great. Oh, boom. Charlie G, baby. You're in great shape. Okay. No, it's not. You just join the membership. And you'll get the alert on Sunday midday. The alert goes out in the membership tab. Okay, so we got a bunch of people taking it. I got to play this again. A bunch of people taking the test, so I want you to think this way. This is it. Today's the day. You've been studying your ass off. You got good night's sleep. You've been reading. You have your dump sheet done. You're going to walk in there like a fucking badass. You're going to get this, okay? This is the day. You've been working. This is what it all leads to. Today. This is it. You're going to go in there. You're going to read every fucking word. You're going to come out there like a champ. I know you're going to feel like you're failing the whole time, but you're not, because you're going to do this. You're going to nail this thing. Here we go. Also, if you're bored, check me out on TikTok under Series 7 Whisperer or on Instagram under Series 7 Whisperer. That social media handle didn't go away because it's been there since 2019. Okay. Now, back to this. No, join up. If you join the membership tab, if you join the membership before like Sunday midday, you should be fine. Because I get it in the membership tab, it goes. Okay. Lilo, you're actually in good shape. Okay, let me get to you. Hold on. And as I tell everyone, if you're taking the test tomorrow, get the fuck off my live. What the fuck you doing? Go get some sleep. You're not going to get, you get a little out of this and maybe a hype, go. But get the fuck off. Go get some sleep. It's more important. No, I get it. It's not easy. But if you have to think of it as, okay. Charlie G, let's see. You're taking this. 6. Yeah, life insurance, annuities, communications. Did you say mutual funds too? Oh, yeah. Congrats. Yeah, then you're fine, Charlie. You're good. You're good. And both of those are good. Okay. Okay. CF, I try to make it sound easy because if you think it's easy, you do much better. Okay. Ashley, hold on. Yeah, let's talk about a wash sale. A wash sale is when you take a shower. So wash sale is when you sell stock for a loss, right? When you sell stock, okay. Chris, fucking A, that's awesome. Thank you. I'll get you. I am 10 minutes behind. So hold on. Good, just fucking read, baby. I hope you're using, for the CFA, I hope you use, I think, not Brett Danko, he's a CFP. Who's good? I forgot who the CFA guy is. There's a couple of them. But go check out Joe Nisa. Oh, no, it doesn't help. He's CFP again, too. I think it's Kaplan Schweizer is a good one. I don't remember. I hope you're doing that. Okay, back to this. So what's a wash sale? So a wash sale is when you know that if you have a loss, when you sell stock for a loss or sell a product for a loss, you get to write that loss off against your taxes. You still lost the money, right? But you get to write it off. Okay, we're good. You get to write it off on your taxes. So you can use all of it. Okay. There you go. That's funny. I agree. So now it's you get to write off your capital losses versus your capital gains dollar for dollar. If you want to use it against your ordinary income, you can only use $3,000 a year. That's the loss part. Okay. You can write off $3,000 of your losses against your income and carry forward the rest, but you can always use all of it against your capital gains. That's the setup. Now, the wash sale is, I remember the wash sale is now if you sell stock for a loss, right? Boom. Yeah, you get to use it against your capital gains or against your income. However, if you buy the stock back or an equivalent, so if you buy the stock back or you buy a call or a warrant or a right or a convertible or sell a deep in the money put, but I would leave that alone. So again, if you buy the stock, by a call, by a right, by a warrant, by convertibles, in that 30-day period before and after, they wipe out the loss. It doesn't mean you didn't lose it. It means they're going to adjust your cost basis. But the bigger thing is they disallow the loss now. They'll adjust your new cost basis. You can take it later, just not now. So a wash sale is when you sell stock for a loss and buy it back within 30 days. It wipes out your loss. Okay. See, is it live or is it Memorex? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Chris, Fran, I'm deathly afraid. I'm deathly afraid of taking the 86, 87. That'd be tough. Okay. Here we go. Cameron Thomasone. Okay. Also, is a big deal the SEC exams don't replicate the real deal. For example, now it's not a big deal. Remember, so even the test, you don't know what you're going to get. And each STC exam is weighted differently. And they get harder as you go up, right? So 4 is harder than 3, 5 is harder than 4. You get the pattern, okay? As you go higher, they get harder and harder. Now, I don't worry about it too much because the options either going to get a lot or not, right? And half of the options you get will be theory, not math. That's the thing. Half of the options you get are theory, not math. Okay. But don't worry about it, Cameron. Lilo, ignore your fucking manager. They're idiots. No, granted, your scores should be high enough, okay? But the green light is a bitch of a task. It's hard. Go over it and see what ones you got wrong if they let you. It's a hard test. I usually tell people not to even take it because I think it discourages everyone. Take the other final, see how you do. If you're passing those, you're wunderbar. You're good. Right. So Joshua, yeah, you're gonna have to upgrade because the $5 just gives you the old membership tabs, and I'm really horrible at posting them because, again, I like this shit, but my life isn't revolving on YouTube. But I like doing it. So the last class membership is from the end of August, which is fine. It's all the same shit over and over and over again. But the class is good. And if you want to do it depends if you're doing the 65, just do the $25 one. If you're taking the 7, either do the 25 or the 50. The 50 gets you the option class and the $25 FINRA class. But if you do 25, you just get the FINRA class, not the option class. But you do get access to my unbelievable option questions. My options videos, there's 25 of them in there. They will change your goddamn life as far as options go. Okay. And yeah, I'm doing 8 o'clock now because I just don't want to stay up too late. Okay. Feedback. And from fucking hold on, let me get to hold on. Listen, okay, Lindsay, it's fine to take notes, right? I yell at people not to take notes so they don't rewrite the book. If you want to take notes to memorize, if you want to take notes to kind of jog your memory about shit and to remember shit, fine. But don't rewrite the fucking book. It'll take forever. I almost say, Lindsay, go through the book once. Just get through the book. Then go back and do it where you're taking some no notes. I mean, it's worth trying. Just get through so the words are in your head and you've heard them. And the second time reading is a lot easier. Then start doing quizzes. So I'm a big fan of read the book once and then do the quizzes. Because then you see what makes it into your long-term memory versus short-term memory. Because look, if I read a chapter and then I take a quiz on that chapter right after I take it, of course I'm going to do well because I just fucking read the chapter. But I want to wait a week and see if it's still in my head. Then I know whether I know my shit or not. I like STC, but Kaplan does a better job at the regs portion. But again, it's fine. STC, either one, you're fine. There's a reason I say either by Achievable or STC. By Achievable or STC, and then by the Kaplan Q Bank, you get the best of both worlds. Okay. TPPs, limited partnerships, are not heavy. And again, how accurate my statistics? I don't know for statistics. I talk to people. Did you see? I teach personally 13 people every day, every fucking day. Okay. So, and sometimes it's the same people, but I mean, I got to figure I got like 15 to 20 different students every day, every week. Like they roll, they go in, they repeat, but but it's like I'm rolling through this. And I talk to them after the test. They call me. They want to tell me how, not the questions. I don't get the questions, but they tell me what they saw. And they all say I didn't see hardly margin and hardly TPPs. So if you want to waste your time in TPPs, have at it, boss. Okay? That's what it is. Okay. But they're not heavy on the test. Okay. Is there a lot of technical fundamental? There's some, but it's not hard. It's not worth spending a lot of time on. It's worth doing questions on, but it's not worth spending a ton of time on. I mean, yeah, read it through, do questions on it, but don't focus on it. You're going to see questions like what's in a balance sheet, maybe what's a PE ratio, what's earnings per share, what's in the income statement, maybe EBITDA. One question. They're not going to sit there and make you be an analyst. They have other tests for that. You're fine, Lilo. Ignore your fucking manager. I had a girl, Zoe from Schwab. She failed the SIE twice. Got her past the 7. No, was it that? Yeah. Oh no. She passed the SIE finally. She took the 7, failed it once, and they were gonna give her one more shot. And literally her fucking manager the day before said, if you fail, you're gonna be fired. Why the fuck would you say that? Your manager should shut the hell up. Okay? Now, your manager should shut the hell up. Because if you're taking it Monday regardless, she'd be like, yeah, go get it, your confidence. So you're going to be fine, Lilo. You're going to be okay. Look, it's not easy, but if you go in there thinking it's easy, that you have to study hard. Look, the harder you study, the easier it is, right? The more you read, the more you try to learn, the more you learn the options and the important stuff, the easier it is, okay? I always try to think that it's easy. Like about 15 years ago when I first started teaching it, I started looking at it. I took the test another time, and I was like, it actually is easy. I'm not saying it's easy to pass, but if you think about it, the way they word stuff makes it look harder than it is. Like a lot of times you see a question that looks really hard. You can work through it. That's the thing with Kaplan and Notman and Past Perfect and SDC and Achievable sometimes. Sometimes there are questions or you can't even get through. Like if you don't know what you can't work through. I think almost every Series 7 question, you can muddle your way through even if you're not sure, or get it down to like 2. Sometimes with Kaplan, it's like, there's no shot. Like I take the exam, the last time I took it where I got a score, I got 1 wrong. 250 questions, I got 1 wrong. I'm probably high 80s, low 90s at best on Kaplan and Pest Perfect and Notman. They're brutal. I mean, they're good. They'll test you. If you're in the 70s and 80s on those puppies, you're in good shape. You know enough to pass. Okay. I have a Series 6 playlist. If you look in, it's where the hell is it? Do I have it open? I don't think I do. Oh, not Microsoft Edge. Please, it's like fucking horrible. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if this works. Here we go. My playlist. Where's my 6 playlist? Here's my 6 crash course. My 6 playlist. Here it is. Let's watch it together. No, not doing that. So my 6 playlist is now in the chat. There you go. Okay. And I'll get to everyone's questions. Don't worry. Yeah, dude, a theory. It's not that hard. Find my option strategies playlist, Lilo. Okay. By the way, yeah, I understand. Day trading. If you're a day trader, the watch sell fucking kills you. Okay. Here, somebody just took it. Option suitability, not a lot of math, more than the concepts, and a handful of things I didn't know. So assuming they were the 10 text ones, whatever. Okay. Suploads, I'll get you. Hold on. Here we go. So Ashley, there you go. That's the Series 6 playlist. I just put in there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, the CFA is a bitch, right? The CFA is a respected test. I'm way too dumb to take that fucking thing. You know who does have it? Michael Weiss. Wow, that's a good segue. That was a fucking awesome segue. Michael Weiss at Series7examtutor.com. He has the CFA. So he's a smart guy. I can't fucking pass that shit. So that's why a lot of times when he corrects people on Reddit, like what they say, I'm like, yeah, fucking A, I'm not getting away in that because he's good at what he does. He's a good tutor. Check him out at series7examtutor.com. He's it's about half my price. Okay. Okay. Listen, Splodes. I wonder where that's going. You could say that they absolutely could be taken the wrong way. 5-3, baby. Fucking Yankees. Look at that. Okay, now. I think they're awesome. For the SIE, I don't think, look, for the 7, it kind of evens out. No one is better than Achievable but the SIE. Their questions don't look like the exams, but God damn it, they teach that shit better than anyone else. So if you want to go for Achievable, I have a code. You get in there, you can do that. I don't even care. Look, and I push them. I don't even give a shit if you use my goddamn link. Go to achievable.me. I don't give a shit. I don't need that, the $20 I get or whatever. I don't need it. But they are fucking good. Is it 6? Yeah. Now, I can't read it. It's too small, but I can see when it goes. I think Achievable will be awesome for you. If you fail with Kaplan, and the thing is, Kaplan's good, but some of their questions are a little harder than the exam. Like harder where it makes you doubt yourself. And again, yeah, if you try to trade, okay, if you do try to trade and you're day trading, you wash sale, it's all day long. It's just like, oh, you triggered it. Okay. Lilo, I'm going to get you. Okay. Didn't I do amortization the other day? Okay, now. By the way, Lilo, find my option strategy stuff. Yeah, the fact that you're good at the math means you're good. Okay. Chris, I appreciate it. I think my options are fucking outstanding. I think they'll change your life. I think they're fucking awesome. Okay. No, she was paid full time. Now that I think about it, the first time she was paid full time, but then she had to work. Back to that. Okay, here we go. Listen, and here's the other thing. Here's my problem. Okay, and a lot of people do this. Do not compare yourself to other people. I can't say that enough. Don't compare yourself to other people. Lilo, I know you're not doing it, but like when you watch, somebody studied for 3 weeks or he studied, who cares? I don't give a shit. I don't really care if somebody studied for 3 weeks and passed it, or 6 weeks and passed it, or 8 weeks and failed it. You're not them. You have different brains. Everyone's fucking different. Everyone learns differently. Don't worry about other people. Okay. A muni bond with an 8% coupon, 8 years to maturity. I know where we're going. Is purchased for 106. Now, this is called amortization. Only remember, it's in the premium bond. On the premium bond only. Remember, on a premium bond only. What's 1 second loading, man? Only munis have to amortize. Okay. Only munis have to amortize if it's a premium. And on the discount side, only the OIDs must accrete. Okay. So OID, you must accrete. Munis only have to amortize. So corporate or treasury, they can choose not to. Now, let's do this. So how do we do this? We take the distance from par. So we go, the bond's at 106. It's how many years to maturity? 8 years to maturity. So we take the 60, the amount above par. We take the 60. Everyone do it with me together. We take the 60 that's above par, divide it by 8. And that gives us $7.50 a year. So every year we're going to drop the price by $7.50. Okay? Now we're going to multiply. It's 6 years later. We multiply by 6. That gives me $45. So we're going to drop the price by $45. Let's do that. Let's do this. 1060 minus 45 is 1015, which is 101.5, Lilo. There we go. Find my bond math playlist. It'll help you. Okay? And then go find my Mathapalooza. Okay. They're on there. Nothing crazy. Human made. They're not fucking nuts. I mean, you got to know, right? So tax advantage one. So we got like the variable annuity. You put money in after tax. It grows tax deferred. It's non-qualified. So when you take it out, you pay tax on the growth. Or you can choose to get paid for life. And then you pay tax on a little bit each year, on a portion of it. IRAs, you put the money in pre-tax. It's self-directed. It grows tax deferred. Since it's never been taxed, it's pre-tax. You pay tax on everything. A Roth, you put it in after tax. It's self-directed, which means you can choose your own securities. the money goes in after tax. It grows tax deferred. When you take it out, it pays no tax. Okay. Okay. Tax deferred, and then if you take it out, you pay no taxes on it. You got to be 59.5 to take the money out without a penalty. But you can take your own money, and Roth, you can take your own money out, the money you put in, anytime you want. Now, corporate plans, those are all covered by ERISA. Okay. Covered by ERISA, which means they go in they can't discriminate. If you offer to one, you have to offer to everyone who's full-time and over 21. It goes in pre-tax, it goes tax deferred. They have rules about vesting, meaning that when you leave the firm, how much of the money they put in for you, you get to walk away with. You should know some of this. It's high level shit. The next one is the money comes out and it's fully taxable. You have to take it. You have to start taking it out, but by the April 1st after 73, and you can start taking it out after 59.5 without a penalty. No fucking A. Home run, Cleveland. Cleveland sucks. Okay, now. Okay, stopping stock. Okay, stopping stock is like if they usually you can only do it for public customers. It's kind of cool. Okay, now if you're a market maker, a designated market maker, which is a specialist on the stock exchange, if an order comes in, a big order usually, and they don't want it to push the price up, what the specialist or the DMM will do, they'll say, "Oh, I'll stop you at the price," which means they're going to guarantee. They're going to guarantee the price. So if you want to buy stock at 40 and it's trading at 40, they go, "Look, I'll stop you at 40, which means you're guaranteed to get 40 if you want. I'm going to let you try to get a better price. And if you do, then we're good. If not, if the stock starts rising, I'll sell it to you at 40. You're guaranteed." So stop stock is very short guarantee. I'm going to say, "Listen, Nancy, you want to buy stock at 40? I'll guarantee it. Don't worry about it. You try to get it at 38, 39, 39.50, whatever it is. And if whatever you do, if you can and the stock goes up, I'll sell it to you at 40 and I print it." That's all it is. Okay. Okay. So FIFO means first in, first out. Okay. Means when you sell something, you're taking the first shit you bought and then selling that first. So if you buy stock or anything, if you buy products or stock at 20, then 25, and then 30, and then 35, if you then sell it at 40, well, if you do FIFO, you're using the shit you bought at 20. Okay, so you're paying taxes on 40, 25 bucks. However, that's LIFO. However, if you do LIFO, you're using the last shit you bought. I bought at 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm going to use the stock I bought at 35 or the shit I bought at 35. I'm selling it at 40. I'm going to pay taxes on $5 only. The reason why would a company do it? Because they're going to have higher profits. But again, problem with higher profits is they pay higher taxes. If they do LIFO, remember, the idea is that costs always go up, right? So if you do LIFO, you're using the last money. So 20, 30, 20, 25, 30, 35, you're buying stock. And then if you sell it at 40, if you do LIFO, you're selling the stuff you bought at 35, which means you only pay tax on $5. So LIFO helps you, gives you a lower tax bracket when prices are rising. Now, when prices are going up, okay, when prices are going up, actually, LIFO is better. When prices are going down, FIFO is better. Because if prices are going 50, 40, 25, 30, and then you're still stuck at 35, you want to use the first shit, which is stuff you bought at the higher price, and then you sell it, you get a loss, right? So if I buy stock at 40, 35, 30, 25 in order, and then I sell stock at 30, if I use LIFO, I'm selling the stock I bought at 25, I pay taxes on $5. If I use FIFO, I'm going to use the stock I bought at 40, and I actually have a loss that I can write off the taxes. So that's the only reason. I hope that helps a little bit. Remember, FIFO means first in, first out, that you're selling the stock. The first shit you sell is the first stock you bought. You're using those prices. LIFO means you're using the last one. But remember, if you don't choose a method, okay? If you don't choose a method in your portfolio, in your brokerage account, my two dogs are begging me to pet them. If you don't choose a method, okay, then they will automatically use FIFO. Hold on. Come here, dogs. Come here. You're gonna make me pet you. I'm gonna get some cheap looks at it. There's one. That's Teddy. Bark, you bark. Bark. Okay. Then we got the other one. Doug, come here. Doug, come here. Come here. And then we got Doug. Okay. And that's Doug, the one that doesn't bark. He just growls at every time a dog comes on TV. Okay. And by me putting them up, they go, oh, don't bother me anymore. Good. Steven, that is awesome. It's a little delayed. Okay. Yes, you want to pay the more expensive because you get lower taxes. That is outstanding.
Oh, ching ching, here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love you like that.
Boom, baby, boom. That's awesome, Steven. Okay. Yeah, I have a taxes baby video. But don't worry about the math too much. If you look in my Series 7 Crash Course playlist, I have a taxes baby video. Watch that. And then I literally just did taxation on options. So Lilo, better watch that. I just did it the other day. I think it was Monday night, a taxation on options video. Go watch that. I think they're always going to be. I think equity-linked structured products are TPPs, MLPs. I think even in REITs are all considered alternative. Okay. Again, I think in the beginning, so was Zoe full-time? She might have been studying full-time at first, and then she had to get on the phones. So I remember that's what she did at the end because she had to. They carved out a little time. But I remember because there's one, if you're at Schwab, there's a group of phones when you're licensed, and then there's a group of phones when you aren't. So if you haven't taken the test yet, haven't passed yet, you're on these group of phones where you just help people move shit around. And once you're licensed, boom, you move on to the other one, and then eventually they move you into a branch. Okay. Don't fucking worry about it. Lilo, be confident. If you got close, go find my taxes video, watch my Crash Course stuff. No, if you're taking it Monday, no tests on Sunday. And if you're married or boyfriend or girlfriend, tell them they have to do the right thing, purely selfless, okay? The right thing Sunday night to make sure that you're nice and relaxed. Or smoke some weed or something like that if it's legal in your state. If it's not, don't. Stop around dinner time. I'm going to tell you right now, everyone, sleep. God, I got teeth work done today. I think I'm now numb, but I'm biting this cheek all the time. I guess I bit it a lot when it was numb, so now it's like, when you bite your cheek, then you bite it 30 million more times because it's just there. Don't think that way. Just think boom, okay? Cameron, I hope that helped a little bit, okay? Yeah, it's fine. Again, Splode, that's awesome. I do have a discount code somewhere in there, but again, if you don't, I'm okay with it. Trust me, okay? Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay. Oh, come on. They're still winning, though, right? Oh, God. Okay. Cameron, why would you do that to me? Okay. Ivy, Ebony, and Ivory. Okay. Lilo, I hope that helped with my explanation. Okay. So, I don't see why they're not. So blue sky laws are the states, right? So it depends where the customer is, right? So where you have to be registered in the state that you do the business. With an online business, I'm not sure about that. Either way, you have to be registered, and then they say agents don't get any reps. Pretty much agents always have to register with the state. Okay. Lilo, we're good. You're fine. By the way, Lilo, go find anyone taking the 7 anytime soon, next week, whatever it is, go find my playlist called Challenging Questions. Those are questions that you could see on the exam that are hard. God, mother plus bucket. Okay. So Arizona, you with a Series 57 question, I think. So regs show Oh, that's right. Your past preference. Reg show is that you have to make sure a couple of things. The big one is it's all about delivering, not getting failed to delivers. So reg show, the big one is if you get an order from a customer and they say that they oh my God, I'm stuttering. I sound like, never mind. So, oh, hold on. I'll come back. Nancy, I'll come back to you. Okay. Because you're, by the way, Nancy, hold on. I'll get back to Arizona. Nancy, you're fine. Nancy, you're good. Those are good scores. You're fine. You're ready, especially for November 28th. My God, I thought you said October 28th, and you're good for that. Yeah, don't worry about the. So yeah, you'll get it. Just don't try to memorize. The goal is to try to understand. Okay, don't try to memorize as much as it is try to understand. Okay. Oh, there it is. Lilo! That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Okay, now, what main points should we know about the reg show? So reg show is about selling short. Reg show for short. Now, the big thing is, if you're going to sell short, you have to know if they're long or short. If they're long, you can just take the order. If they're short, you need to know if they have a borrow. If they don't have a borrow, usually a sophisticated customer may get a borrow ahead of time, but maybe not. But if you have a retail customer and they want to sell short, you have to get a borrow. You have to get a borrow, okay? It may be a clearing firm and executing does, but either way, whoever's selling has to get the borrow. They can get a borrow, which is for margin accounts under the loan consent form. But the other thing is you can get if it's on the easy to borrow list, you don't have to do anything because easy to borrow means we have so many shares. Don't worry about it. Now, the next thing is, if it's not on the easier to borrow list, but it's somewhat liquid, you can get a locate. A locate is you just find it, okay? Locate, don't worry about the opposite, that net revenue shit. I'm reading that shit. A locate is like you call up a firm and go, hey, we want to sell short. Are you okay with it? Will you be able to deliver if we need it? They go, yeah, sure. We got 30 million shares. So then you're not borrowing it, but you're finding it so that if we have to deliver it, we will. So it's not about not failing to deliver. You have to make every available effort to be reasonably assured that you can deliver the share. And that's why you get a locate, or if it's hard to borrow, you need a locate, and you can't sell it short. Remember something: if it's hard to borrow and you try to get a locate and you can't, or a borrow and you can't short it. It happens. I had traders that would do it all the time. They're yelling, and we're calling every single broker deal in the world to try to get to borrow like 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares. Nobody had it. They're yelling at us. I'm like, that's nothing I can do. I can't make it happen. Goldman was pretty good. Goldman was our clearing firm. Pretty much 99% of the time we could borrow from them. Okay. Okay. There you go. Look at that. Boom. It's all right, Denise. We're going to be fine. We're going to get through this. Yeah, so you want to use the more expensive so you pay less taxes. Okay. By the way, I'm going to say something. So Denise, getting a 71 is tough, right? It is, okay? It is tough. But you're right there. So I am going to give you a little. Nope, that's not the right one. Oh, I guess I deleted it. I had one where they'd be like, don't give up kind of thing. Okay. But I'll do this. I'm so confident you're going to pass.
Now I'm a believer.
Boom. Okay, good. Okay, now. Oh, I can do that one later. Now. Where are we? Okay. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, look at my crash course playlist. Even though it's the SAE, look at my crash course playlist. If you look at my crash course playlist, I just said it 3 fucking times. I sound like a presidential candidate without a prompter. Go. I should have a tips and tricks video that I did like in 2019 or something like that. And then the quick and dirty ones will help you a lot. Those will be good memory tips. If you can't find it there, look in the 7 crash course. It's there. It covers both. It should be in the SIE one. Okay. The 63 is the agent exam. So if you want to become, after you pass the 7 or the 6, you still have to register in the various states. Unless you're in Florida, okay? Unless you're in Florida, they have to, okay. Unless you're in Florida, then you will need the Series 63, or if you're going to be an IAR, the 65. If you're going to be an agent and an IAR, you're going to need the 66. Okay. Yeah, again, taxes. Okay, here we go. There's always taxes. But it's funny. It's not like hard taxes. It's just everything's like, what's your taxable gain? What's your taxable loss? Stuff like that, which is just profit and loss. Okay. Yeah, it's a trick question. I've seen people fall for this every time. Net revenue is after operations and maintenance, correct? Okay. So net revenue is after operations and maintenance. So if it's pledged by net revenue, that means the first use of net revenue. Now remember, net revenue is after you took the operations and maintenance out. So then the first use of that is the to pay the bond. They're not saying the first use of all the money. That would be gross. So there's gross, say you make $1 million, you have operations and maintenance of 200 grand, and then you have 800 grand net revenue. What's the first use for that? Is the interest, because net revenue means the operation and maintenance have already been paid. I've seen tutors fall for this one. It's great. So again, net revenue is after your operations and maintenance have been paid. So the first use is your bond. Hope that helps a little bit. It's a little bit of a trick question. Okay. Can I pay soft dollar? It's not hard. Okay. Is that what she said? Okay, now. Okay. Jazu, if you're going to work for a broker-dealer. If you're going to work for a broker-dealer, if you're going to sell variable annuities, shit like that, you need a 63. Now, that's what this test is all about. Now, soft dollar arrangement. I'm a broker-dealer. I can't sell advice. I can't sell research. I can't sell research. I can't sell advice. I can do charges. The only way I get paid is through commissions, markups, or fees for transactions. So I found a way out. Okay. I find a way out of this. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do is there's a safe harbor list of things you can do. I can give you research. I can pay for your software. I can pay for your tickets to a seminar, but not the travel or the entertainment. I can do that. And what you do is you're going to pay me back in commissions, not hard dollars. So if I say, oh, I'm going to pay for your Bloomberg, let's just say it's not really a thing, but let's say I pay for your Bloomberg terminal, that's $2,500 a month. So you can't cut me a check because I'm a broker dealer. I can't accept payment like that. But what I can do is I normally charge you 2 cents a share. That's my commission to you. I'm going to jack it up to 3 cents a share and that extra penny goes toward what you owe me. And then once you pay it off, it goes back down to 2 cents. But my goal is to never let you pay that off. I keep adding new services for you. So the whole point is I'm 10th, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, the whole point of here, buckwheat. Now, the whole point of this is to let a broker-dealer build business. But a lot of times they do it with research. I give you research. Your research is worth like 20 grand a month. You're going to normally pay me 2 cents a share. But when you pay the extra 3 that I charge, it's totally legal. The 2 cents goes in my pocket. The other penny goes to pay for the research I'm giving you. And we're happy. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. No, do not focus heavy on that. Focus on the suitability. Make sure you got the options stuff down. Make sure you got customer accounts down. Make sure you got annuities down. Make sure you got mutual funds down. Okay. Sometimes they show charts, but not a lot. They might do it once or twice, but nothing crazy. Okay. Buckwheat, you're catching me at the end, baby. Okay. Not too shabby, peoples. I'm early enough that I can fucking order DoorDash. Boom, boom, boom. What's crack-a-lackin'? Okay, what should I get from DoorDash? Remember, I have mouthwash, so I have to cut into it. Okay, yeah. I don't know what I should get from. Okay. They cover everything. It's like a digital stalking tool. You can literally, if you have a Bloomberg, you can look up Jim Cramer from Mad Money, buy, sell, and you can probably read, and he does answer. If you ever want to talk to Cramer, okay? If you ever, okay. Oh God, no, I was totally fine. Hold on. What should I get? What should I get from Chipotle? They're closed by now. I love Chipotle, okay? Okay. Yeah, the Bloomberg is fucking crazy. It's like you have to learn the codes, right? Okay. Chicken. Do I look like that kind of person? I'm like deciding between Five Guys and a pizza place. Oh, what about Chinese? I could do Chinese. That may work. I got to figure this out. I don't know which one to go to. They all have some bad Chinese food is just horrible. Okay. Chicken wild rice soup. What the fuck is that shit? I'm like burger, hot dogs, grilled cheese. That's my life, baby. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions, people? Before I head the fuck out. I like this starting at 8 o'clock. It's like it's not even that late. And I'm done. Last Tuesday, I ended up going until 9:30. It's crazy. Okay. I guess we are finito. I get to go watch. Oh, mother puss bucket. The Indians, the Guardians, just hit another fucking home run. 2-1 homer. Jesus Christ. I think next time they do debates, I'm going to do mushy pork. Yeah, maybe. But I'm really I'm more like General Chow's chicken, a sesame. I like the 8 p.m. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be 8 p.m. every time. I think it's so much easier. It's earlier. I get done at a normal time. So Lilo, when you come on, yes. And remember, everyone doing the membership class, it's Sunday, not Friday. Lilo, when you come on Tuesday, you are going to be a registered rep. Remember that. You are going to be a registered rep. Remember this, baby. Remember this.
This is it. Today's the day. You've been studying your ass off. You got good night's sleep. You've been reading. You have your dump sheet done. You're going to walk in there like a fucking badass. You're going to get this, okay? This is the day. You've been working. This is what it all leads to. Today. This is it. You're going to go in there. You're going to read every fucking word. You're going to come out there like a champ. I know you're going to feel like you're failing the whole time, but you're not, because you're going to do this. You're going to nail this thing.
And we got that. That is awesome. But everyone, Lilo's going to nail it. Everyone's going to nail it. I got I think Jody from the beginning is going to nail this. She's probably gone already because it was like an hour and a half ago. We got this, baby. We are so confident we're going to nail this shit, right? Okay, guys, I will see you in a lot of fucking hours. Next Tuesday, 8 p.m. And mother plus bucket. Oh, well. Cleveland wins. Oh, well. We got to give them one, right? Watch, the Mets will make it and the Yankees won't. Just drive me nuts. Okay, everyone. Thank you. I will see you on Tuesday. And you're going to be, it's not even let me know. You're going to tell me how great it was. You're going to tell me it was awesome. Everyone, have a good night.
Hey.
I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Looking for a man. Looking for a man. Looking for a man. Looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5".